across the line, played it down low, they score! Now it's Larkin with a burst of speed, he scores! As Gensel with him, Jake Gensel scores! Hughes, Connor, and Kreider ahead of him. Here's Steve Levy.
I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state.
Before we get to the video, I appreciate if you could drop a like, comment, and subscribe, because this video is definitely not getting monetized. This was a hell of a game, a lot of fun to watch. You started out USA versus Canada with 3 fights. Both Tkachuk brothers get into a tilt. Even JT Miller decides to throw the mitts, even though Parayko kind of threw him around like a small child. This was old school, beat him up, knock him down type hockey. And this game lived up to the hype. In the first period, some good back and forth action, but Connor McDavid would strike first. Connor McDavid would turn on the Jets. He'd equip backhand beauty, and this was a nice finish on Hellebuyck. The Canadians go up 1-0 early in this game. Now the Americans, though, they would strike back. Gensel here, right between the wickets of Binnington. 5 minutes later, it is now a 1-1 game. And again, there was some good back and forth action. Hellebuyck and Binnington would both make some nice stops throughout this period. We would go into the second, same thing, really good back and forth. But then on a terrible line change by the Canadiens, Dylan Larkin makes them pay. A great snipe by Larkin here, fantastic shot placement. The Americans go up 2-1. We'd eventually go into the third period, and this third period was dominated by Team Canada. Now I believe some of this was due to the Americans playing with a shorter bench. Matthew Tkachuk looked dinged up. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but they had to run with one less guy up front. And while the Canadians did get a lot of offensive zone time, the Americans defensively played very good, kept them to the outside for the most part, and Hellebuyck came up big and made some nice stops. Canadians would pull the goaltender to try to get that extra man, but it wouldn't work out for him. Jake Gensel would bury the empty net goal, and the Americans win this one 3-1. USA's defense is very good, and they were able to limit this lethal Canadian offense to just 1 goal. That's extremely impressive. And the Canadians were also 0 for 2 on the power play. With all the weapons Canada has, and they weren't able to convert on either opportunity, just showcases the Americans can shut these boys out when they need to. Admittedly, I was very skeptical on this Four Nations. I didn't know how much I'd like it. I didn't know how much the players would care. But when you're seeing these boys throw massive hits, get into fights, it becomes scrappy. It's just so much fun to watch. I am so pleasantly surprised, and I'm so happy I was incorrect on my assumption that maybe this could just be an all-star level spectacle. This is greater than any all-star game I have ever seen. I would rather this every year than some of the goofy stuff we see on All-Star Weekend, but that's just my opinion. Now things will get interesting. Canada, Finland, and Sweden are all tied for 2 points. This was a huge win for USA because now they solidified that they'll be in the championship game. And if Matthew Tkachuk misses a game due to rest, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'd like to know your thoughts down below in the comments section. What did you think of this game? Who impressed you the most during this game? And I'm going to be doing a more detailed breakdown for members and in the Discord. So if you want to see a more in-depth breakdown where it will probably be around 10 to 20 minutes, check out the Discord. That should be up tomorrow at some point. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.